The return of the divine feminine is really about the flow of life. If the divine masculine returns natural order, the divine feminine returns natural beauty. When the divine feminine is absent, or better yet, suppressed, life is barren, dry, lifeless. It lacks the aliveness of the flow. It's suppressed, not expressed. This distorted feminine looks like overgiving, fear of receiving, a closeness to life, not feeling safe, not trusting her true self, not trusting life. It looks like being emotionally numb, not feeling her emotions, the waves of the ocean. It looks like manipulation, anything to be seen, to get attention. She doesn't feel seen, she doesn't feel heard. She doesn't feel comfortable in her own skin. Looks like playing it safe. Being comfortable instead of curious. Staying in the familiar, lacking the courage to step into the unknown. It's a life that doesn't lack beauty, but she can't see the beauty. She can't see her worth. She can't receive the fullness of the whole. She feels cut off from life, separate, cut off from her heart. It's not a life that lacks love, but a life that can't feel the presence of love. She's reactive and doesn't respond. Driven by desires, caught up in her own compulsive actions. She's lost in her own storm. And when the divine feminine returns, which is really the embodiment of the divine feminine, the expression of the divine feminine, and we see the river start flowing. She starts feeling her emotions fully. She opens up to life. The curiosity opens her up. She starts trusting life. She starts trusting herself more, guided by her own heart, her own intuition. She starts experiencing the mystery of life, the magic, the wonder, the awe. She reconnects with her childlike nature. She's more playful. She's not serious. She's not rigid. She's not hardened. She softens. She lightens up. She rediscovers her playful nature. She starts enjoying life, starts having more fun. Through her embodiment, she becomes the caregiver, the nurturer, the one that's nourishing those around her, but not before nourishing and nurturing herself. The embodied divine feminine prioritizes self-care. She takes care of herself because she no longer abandons herself. She's no longer a martyr. Putting everyone's needs before herself is the distortion. She serves, but she serves from fullness. She feels her worth like royalty, the queen she is, and receives the fullness of who she truly is, the life she truly is. She births beauty, expresses creativity in everything she does. She's sensual, alive, feeling the richness of the senses. Bringing beauty to everything that she does. She's radiating beauty. In her full expression, she's radiant. She gives life. She's a vessel for the divine to flow. She's devoted to truth. She trusts her divine masculine counterpart. Feels his strength, his stability, his groundedness. Feels safe in his structure. Supported by his structure. Honored by his order. So she can truly open up, radiate, express herself freely. She no longer silences herself through suppression. She expresses herself in every form. There's a fierceness to the divine feminine. She's fiery, but not in a dominant way. In a way that no longer compromises who she is, no longer tolerates distortion in her presence. She's no longer afraid to speak up, to say it how it is. It's because of her devotion to truth, her love for truth. That she is on fire, burning all illusions, setting fire to that which is distorted, corrupted, delusional. So this return of the divine feminine happens through surrender, going within, surrendering to the flow of life. She becomes the flow of life. It all starts with her inner calling. That's her initiation. That's when she crosses the threshold. She no longer plays it safe. Her comfort has become uncomfortable, and something deeper within her is calling. This is her heart. She takes the biggest risk in her life. She follows it. And it's only because she has taken this risk that she returns. At first, it looked too risky, like there was no return on her investment. But she invests in herself. And ironically, it's the only thing that returns. So it's actually through surrendering to her own heart that she's guided by it. And this becomes her way of life, following her own intuition, following the flow of life. She's one with the flow. In the last video, the counterpart of this one, the return of the divine masculine, I referenced the movie to help ground it so you can see it a little bit more. Symbolized through the movie The Lion King. The return of the divine feminine is portrayed very beautifully in the movie Moana, really answering that calling of the heart, returning the divine feminine in her full expression, her creativity, her beauty, her love. It's really expressed beautifully in that movie. You can tell I'm a father of 3. These 2 movies that I give you references to, Disney movies, but they really do such a great job embodying and expressing what I'm sharing. And just like the divine masculine video, it's all about the embodiment and expression of who you truly are. This is beyond realization. This requires integration. It requires the embodiment and expression of that realization. This is the actualization of the realization. That's what the return is all about. You're embodying beauty. You're expressing beauty. You're embodying creativity. You are creativity. You're expressing. Your self-expression is creativity. Creativity is your self-expression. So you see, everything that you do is creative. Everything that you do is birthing beauty. Whether it's designing a space in your home, painting, landscapes, bringing flowers into your kitchen, cooking, playing music, dancing. These are all different forms of art, creativity in different forms. The divine feminine is the expression that we call form. It's creation. It's that creative power that is birthing new forms of life. The divine feminine is like a womb. The womb of the world that births creation. The divine masculine is like the seed of potential. It penetrates the divine feminine with that potential, and she births creation. She is creation. She's the aliveness that animates all forms of life. So if you're ready to start integrating and embody and express the divine feminine, then join me in living truth.